then the carbon dioxide in the lungs will go outside. This is now the carbon dioxide is going bronchi, then windpipe, then pharynx, then nose, and then mouth. This comes outside like this. Breathe in. Now breathe out. When we breathe in, it becomes wide, and when we breathe out, this is breathe in, this is breathe out. Happen in a fraction of second. Do it once. This is inhale. At this time, at this time your bronchia and lungs expand. When we breathe in, our alveoli and lung expand. When we exhale or breathe out the air from the lungs, it will like this. Exhale and inhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Who do the yogas? They know well about exhale and inhale. We intake the air through nose or nasal cavities. There are two nasal cavities is here. We intake the air and then it goes to the larynx and pharynx. Okay. Larynx and pharynx is here inside these larynx and pharynx. Then the next opening is the trachea, windpipe. Trachea is here, and then it goes to the lungs. So lungs means bronchi. Then it goes to the bronchioles, and after that alveoli diffuses the. Then finally alveoli diffuses the oxygen from the air, and then it goes to the bloodstream, and the remaining, that means carbon dioxide, then it goes to the same route. Okay, that means from alveoli to bronchi to windpipe, that means trachea, then it comes to the like this windpipe to here larynx and pharynx, and then it comes to the nasal cavity. And then it comes out to the nasal cavity. Understood? The habitat of fish is water. So what is the breathing organ of fish? Gills is the breathing organ of fish. Breathe in a water continuously because our lung system can't dissolve the oxygen present. That means in a water, dissolved oxygen is there. In a water, dissolved oxygen is there. In the air, that is not dissolved oxygen. That is the common oxygen. But in a water, dissolved oxygen is there. Do you know the formula of water? Formula of the water is H2O. This is the formula of water. Here H means hydrogen. In a water there are two hydrogen atoms are there, and one oxygen atom is there. So in the dissolved form, our blood can't take the dissolved oxygen in a water. So we can't, when it comes to the land, it do like this. It can't breathe properly. So it is in the dying stage now. So it won't be able to breathe outside the water. So now we will put it to the water. Now it can breathe easily. Fish don't have lungs. They have gills only. In our body there is a lungs, but in the fish body instead of lungs, gills is there. Where it presents? Look at these fish. There is the gill part. If in your home, if your mom or dad bring the fish for it, then please observe the gills part in the fish. Okay. Ask your mom, where is the gills part in fish? Please show me. What it happens is, it takes the water through its mouth. Fish takes the water through its mouth. Then the gills part in that fish take the oxygen present in the water, and then only gills take only oxygen present in the water, and it breathe out. That means through the mouth only water and carbon dioxide goes out. Okay. It takes we taking the air through the nose, right? We take the air through the nose. In the same way, fish take the water through their mouth, and through the mouth, they take the water and dissolved oxygen, carbon dioxide, everything, and then the gills absorbs or take the only oxygen present in the water, and it exhale. That means it leaves the water and carbon dioxide. Then it goes through the mouth only. In our cases, the carbon dioxide comes through the nose only, right? In the same way, in the fish also. Understood? Only cockroach and in the grasshoppers. Yeah. Please remember, in a cockroach and grasshoppers, the spiracles is there. That is works same as the gills and the lungs. Instead of lungs and gills, in a cockroach and grasshoppers, spiracles is there. spiracles is the spelling of that, spiracles. But in snails and earthworms and frogs, they are breathing through their skin only. Okay. But frog is an amphibian. That means amphibian means that can live on a land and water both. So we call it as amphibians. Frog in a water, when it is present on a water, then it can breathe through their skin, and when it is present on the land, then it can breathe through their lungs. So the breathing organ of frog is two. One is lungs and one is skin. Okay. One organ of frog is an amphibian. It can live on a land and in a water both. So the breathing organ of frog is one is skin and another one is lungs. When it is present on the land, then it can breathe through the lungs. When it is present in the water, then it can breathe through their small opening is there. The black dot like that. That is the opening. So here we have nose or nostrils to inhale and exhale the air. In the same way, insects have these openings in their body. This is called as spiracle. What we call spiracle. This, in the same way, we have the nostrils, but insects have instead of nose, they have a spiracles to inhale and exhale the air. But this is not the breathing organ. Okay, this is they just use it for inhale and exhale the air. And then insects, for example, cockroaches and grasshoppers and many insects are there. They have a very small opening on their bodies like this. So this is called as a spiracles. Through these, which inhale and exhale the air. Okay. Next, after that, what happened? In our cases, from the nostrils to it goes to the pharynx and then trachea, then diaphragm and lungs. Alveoli, like that it goes. But in these, the spiracles, then after getting the air through spiracle, then spiracles open into a network of air tubes inside the body called trachea, which carry the oxygen from inhaled air to every part of the body. Okay. In our body we have a lungs. Inside our body we have a lungs. In the same way, these insects inside their body, they have a trachea. What they did? The trachea which carry the oxygen from the inhaled air to every part of the body. What is the function of trachea in insects? Which carry the oxygen from the inhaled air to every part of the body. Oxygen from where? Oxygen from the inhaled air. the insect, trachea carry that oxygen inside the body. Okay. What is the function of trachea? Trachea inhale the oxygen. Carry the oxygen from the inhaled air to the every part of the body. Okay. This is the function of the trachea in the insects. And did you look at the earthworm? Did you saw the earthworm? Look at this. This is the earthworm. Okay. That is always in the mud. That is not present in the dry mud. That is always present in the moist mud. Okay, moist mud that needs moisture. So in the moist mud, always that this earthworm is present. Okay. Look at this earthworm here. Catch the fish. Sometimes they first put this one to that thread, and then they can easily catch the fish through this one. Through earthworm. First they shift the earthworm to that one, and afterwards they try to catch the fish. They have any nostrils or nose and don't have any spiracles, then how they can breathe? Now the question is that one. So earthworms have moist or wet skin. Okay, earthworms have moist or wet skin. Through that one they can exchange the air. Through that one they can inhale or exhale the air. Then afterwards it goes directly to the bloodstream. In the inside of the earthworm there is no breathing organ. Only through the skin they can. What is the breathing organ of the earthworm? Skin. Okay. Only through the moist skin they can inhale and exhale the air. Afterwards that directly goes to the bloodstream. Okay, in earthworm can directly breathe through their skin and wet skin, and afterwards that directly goes to the bloodstream. There is no inside, there is no breathing organ for earthworm. They have only the skin for breathing. That's why earthworm always present in the wet or moist. It is not present in a dry. Okay. In the sunny season also, in the hotter season, that means in the sunny season also, we can see that one only in the moist place only. But in this rainy season, in all the places almost we have the moist place. So in these times we can see many earthworms. Okay, earthworms is very good fertilizer to grow the all crops. This one is a very good fertilizer, earthworm. Okay, can live on the land and in the water. Both they can live. So frog is a amphibian. Amphibian means live in water and on the land. Both they can live. So we can call it as amphibians. So how they can breathe in the water? They use the two breathing organ. Okay, and they use the lungs to breathing. Lungs for breathing. But when they are in water, they use their skin. Okay, and in the land, on the land, so at that time they can breathe through their lungs. Later they can breathe through their skin. When the frogs are present on the land, at that time they can breathe through their lungs. Okay, movement in animals. We are walking, right? So this is the movement in human beings. So movement in animals is also called as a locomotion. Motion means movement. Locomotion. Movement in animals is also called as motion means movement in animals is also called as locomotion. Animals move from one place to other place. That means, for example, me. I am coming from my home to school. This is a motion.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.